Dakhla, in Morocco, holds a special place in the kiteboarding story. The GKA Kite-Surf World Cup 2024 marked a decade since the tour first arrived on these shores. This year, Dakhla was third stop of the season out of 5 that are scheduled. A good showing was vital for the athletes with designs on a world title. The venue offers the perfect canvas for the action on the water. A dramatic desert back cloth and the long right-hand point break at Lamboyur is a favorite of the athletes. When combined with reliable cross-offshore winds, Dakhla is an unmatched location for the competition.
Lamboyur is the main Dakhla spot, accessible for all the locals, the new surf community. Actually, it's booming. Like all the youngsters and like students, because we have like few big schools now in Dakhla. So we have lots of people that come from the north, and they all are getting into surfing. So the community is growing, and that's the main spot for that. It delivers. It's always there. The wave is always there. We were doing step off, and the guy got scared, and we just went over the barrel, completely destroyed the jet ski, and we had like to pull it out of here. Morocco, Ryan. Yes, so this is where everything gets fixed.
He's the only
nice
guy
and quick,
who can
very
fix it.
smart guy.
Yeah.
And
Big bike.
he fixes all bikes, not only these.
The people, the professionals, you see them going and going against each other the whole year, come in here. We get to share the water with them, and then whenever I get the chance, I go and ask personal questions and try to get to know the person rather than just the rider.
He's the real professional.
Look at that. Not one single dropout. This is us in our element.
Muna White won in Dakhla last year. She also started the season strong with an epic win in the opening event in Cape Verde. But since, she has taken a step back from competition. With Muna not competing, it leaves the door open for her main rival, Capucine de Lanoir. Last season, Brazil's Pedro Matos won his first World Cup in Dakhla.
Yeah, it feels amazing to come back to Dakhla, you know. It's a special place for me, for sure. It's where I got like my first GKA event, so pretty stoked to be back. In Cape Verde, the conditions were epic, and I was surfing well. I'm stoked with my result there that I got third. Unfortunately lost to Mutu. That is a local legend, you know. He's an idol for me. And then we went to Silt. That is a very hard place to compete and was like really extreme, 60 knots and onshore condition. And I was not feeling so well. After that, I went to Portugal to train, just wave riding. Yeah, so when I grew up, I saw Sebastian competing. So like he's one of those that I look for. Back in the days, we used to not be like a really big group, you know. But and then I start like saying, like trying to put us more together, you know. And then Benetton just come, then he start competing, and then I gather him together with us, and then we are now like all kiting together, all giving advices to each other, you know. When we are together, I think we can be stronger, you know, like, so we are like a family.
The men's quarterfinals saw the competition get serious. Nikola Abadjiev faced Gabriel Benetton in one heat and pushed the young Brazilian hard. But Benetton just had the edge. An all-Brazilian heat that pitted Sebastian Ribeiro against Pedro Matos could have been a final. Ribeiro's pure surfing was next level, and he got the biggest wave score of the encounter, 8.7. But Matos's total was higher by a tiny fraction. The surfing of American Gray Foster has been improving fast, and his quarterfinal showing was his strongest yet. Ayrton Cozzolino was his opponent, though, and he ended the Foster's run. In the women's draw, Charlotte Carpentier drew Kessiane Rodriguez in the quarterfinal. Rodriguez was on fire and scored the biggest waves of the whole competition, 9.50 and 9.57. That gave her a huge win. Another Brazilian, Serena Luz, had also showed her skill. Up against number 2 ranked Camille Loceron, Luz staged a coup by winning the battle.
No power, pull it in, that's power.
When riders weren't busy with their competition, they took the opportunity to share some of their water sport knowledge with the local kids to inspire a future generation of surfers, a very welcome alternation from the action in the waves. Back on the water, it was all business. Ayrton Cozzolino was up against Pedro Matos in one semi-final, a rerun of last year. Matos again beat Cozzolino to go to the final. James Carew faced off against Gabriel Benetton in the other semi. It was tight affair, and Benetton got the highest wave score, but Carew prevailed. James Carew was out injured for 18 months, but he came back hungrier than ever for a third title and won the last event in Germany. Pedro Matos won his first World Cup in Dakhla last year and wanted a repeat this year again. The prospect of final between the two was one to savor. But Matos never really found his groove. The powerhouse Carew slayed wave after wave for big scores that his rival couldn't match, and it gave the Australian the win.
I feel amazing. 2 wins in a row. I've been dreaming of this for a long time. Today I was not feeling it. I wasn't connecting with the ocean. I wasn't finding my waves, and then I sat myself down before the final and said, "Hey, relax. You know, you've got this." And as soon as I got in the water, I clicked, and I got 2 really good waves. I don't know what the scores were, but they felt really good. And yeah, that's it. Put the pressure on and turned it up.
In one woman's semi-final, the French pair of Clémence Darien and Capucine Delanois faced off. Darien was out of luck, and Delanois' opening 6.33 score set her on course for a place in the final. An all-Brazilian encounter in the other semi-final saw Serena Luz meet Kessiane Rodriguez. It was closer than expected, but Rodriguez did enough to get the win. Capucine Delanois is world number 1 and is desperate to reclaim the world title. Kessiane Rodriguez was rampant in the heats and was looking to build title momentum. The final between the two big hitters was a mouth-watering prospect. Delanois opened strongly with 2 good waves that put Rodriguez on the back foot. But the Brazilian got a strong 6.73 wave and then backed it up with an 8.13 that helped her ease to the win.
I'm very happy to be here competing the best in the world. So in the incredible condition for me today, and the couple scenes is very difficult, no, the competition together. So she's the best. Yeah, I'm very happy competing. She here in the best play for the wave, for the wind. So the beautiful is similar in my place in the Jericho Aquara. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Against the odds, Dakhla delivered for another year. A resurgent James Carew is on a roll. Capucine Delanoir holds on to her top ranking, and Kessiani Rodriguez is charging heading to the next stop in Brazil. Join us again.